in her uterus.
Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, this is Ken.
Hi.
And we're back together for Expanse. So we both watched season 2, episode 2 separately. And what a ride!
Mm-hmm.
That whole crazy fight action scene where the pods were like hit and that torpedo like went past Naomi's head and then Amos almost died.
Chunks of holes in the spaceship.
It was crazy. I think like I was holding my breath for 40 minutes straight. It was so good. Miller makes it onto the space station, and he finds the scientist dude, and everybody's like, and Fred Johnson and Holden and Miller are around him, and they're like, you're going to have to give us this and this and this, and Miller offs the guy.
Yeah, it was clear why too, man.
You think it's clear, I don't.
I think it's clear. Like, first of all, like, this guy's responsible for Julie dying. And second of all...
True, yeah, well that's true.
He's recognizing that this guy is the moral compass of the show. He starts off decayed and, morally bankrupt, and essentially he becomes the moral compass of the show. It's not Holden. It's him. So he looks at that and he goes, okay, are we going to put this kind of power in the hands of, like, Johnson and Holden and the rest of them? No way.
What?
Feeling lucky, punk?
But like, I just wanted to know more from that guy.
Yeah, danger.
Oh, it wasn't the power. It was you were like Fred Johnson was going to use that and all.
It was clear he was leaning in to do it.
I didn't feel that way.
He was leaning in right there. Well, you give me this, you got to give me this, you got to give me that. You're negotiating.
Wasn't he just gonna like clear himself, Fred Johnson, because he's being blamed for all this stuff?
He's an honorable guy. See, that was clear that he didn't make any effort to clear his name for all that time. That was not a concern of his that his name be cleared or that he be. That was not something that came up. Like that was clearly discussed. Like when Crisjen mentioned it. She said he spent all that time and he never tried to clear his name when she found out the truth.
True. Holden just looked totally shocked by the whole thing. He was like, what just happened? And Amos lived. I was very worried about him.
Yeah, he got some hygiene maneuvers and, got bounced around in the thruster bay a little too much, but he's Amos, so he's pretty indestructible. That
was like the basis of the show. Was just getting onto this station, finding the science. It was like finding the Wizard of Oz. He was like the dude behind the curtain.
Totally.
Like doing his virtual scientific. And then they just shot all the scientists too. Except for one.
We met Waterboy again.
Yeah, he lived. He was only hit with shit. He
got hit with the grape juice gun.
Gel bullet.
The grape jelly gun.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
What was the point of that?
What's the point of the grape jelly gun?
I don't understand. Who was shooting it?
Well, it was those other people that were on the station, the other scientist people.
The scientists were hooked up to the brain.
That was some scientists, but there were some other, civilian types in the beginning who were shooting the grape jelly gun.
Oh my god. Well, we gotta get to episode 3 because I gotta see what happens after Miller just shoots that scientist and they're all like, crickets.
At least
I
hope this isn't like Walking Dead where you become the moral compass of the show and then buy it like one episode later.
No, that can't happen. That will make me sad.
No, that would be bad.
All right. Well, let's get to episode.
Hey, that's a bunch of...
Oh, right, they're going to shoot Mars's moons, remember?
Yeah.
They're going to destroy
one of Mars's moon bases.
I don't think this is a good idea. War is coming. Yeah, thanks to Earth blowing up a moon for no good reason.
Well, they also blew up Phoebe Station for no reason, too.
Mars blew it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, then want Earth to have it? There wasn't anything on it.
Still.
Earth must come first.
I'm still confused as to why they're fighting in the first place. What's the point?
It's about one thing and one thing only. Power. That's what it's always about.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna fix the bullet holes in our spaceship.
The thing went right by her head.
Mm-hmm.
Something you need to get off your chest there?
Ooh. Well, they didn't like what he did. Oh, Miller's in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
You can't know it gets a little jumpy when you kill people without talking it over first. You would ask for permission too.
No, we wouldn't have.
Well, here's the thing. You keep picking fights with the wrong people.
That's true.
I love Amos.
What I have to do now is clean up his mess.
You're the mess maker. If we're honest.
Oh yeah, if we're honest.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
go back there.
Let's take a look at the messes you made.
Exactly. Oh, is this It's what's
All
my
right.
water friend?
It's Diogo.
You want a bus now?
Miller got friends.
There's multiple PDC.
I run this in from the beginning.
Can't figure out
How he survived.
how to survive.
How he actually did it.
Target PDCs.
Using their hands to smack this thing.
It's handball, man. What's
It
the?
looks painful though. It looks hard.
It's a little rubber ball.
Yeah, but if it's coming at your hand at high speed, isn't it gonna hurt like a burn?
No.
Dude, there's IKEA in space. Look at those drawers or IKEA drawers. Naomi's getting down. I mean, she did almost die. I think she's thinking about that too.
The law has been effectively erased.
Which part?
The part that governs empathy.
Hmm.
You can do that with a magnet?
Consider it's not that simple, but it's not complicated either.
How do you reach a guy like that?
You can't. He's basically a psycho.
Tell me your private Travis.
Sorry, Dr. Mengele, you're not getting through.
Travis said?
Don't give me that, Gunny.
That's what I hope it is.
A secure channel to Fred Johnson. Yes.
Give it to me, please.
Think about it.
Despite the satisfaction it would give me to see you arrested.
From each other before it's too late. If you have any cards left in your hand, the time to play them is now.
I got a total Obi-Wan Kenobi vibe there.
You're my only remaining hope.
Yeah.
This is for real.
Well, then I guess it's gonna have to be our little secret then,
Yeah, you better not say anything, lady. Or someone's gonna off you.
Oh. I'm gonna go draw more pictures on the wall, like a weird psycho person.
At least it's not with poop. What is he using anyway?
The goop that he had in the tray.
Oh.
This is food or something, I don't know. Alright,
Oh,
time for a heart-to-heart.
it's like you have no empathy.
How do you reach a person without empathy?
I
You
don't know.
beat the
Eros.
crap out of them.
I saw Julie. Blue barnacles jutting out of her mouth.
Trying to get some information, is he not?
Well, he's trying to, like, this guy's a psycho, so
Mm-hmm.
he's giving the psycho what he wants, which is grim
Naked as he.
stories.
Beautiful. Seed crystal that requires and provides a massive amount of energy.
Yep.
That's why she smashed the lights in the screens.
The
Trying to take away his power.
It's like
the
it was
lasers
when it was.
pointed at her womb
That's right.
are growing the seed.
Like I said, I told you it wasn't accidental. Had to be.
He
The resin was collecting is coming directly from Eros.
I've heard that streaky shit in bars. I thought it was just bad music.
It's new. Give it to me.
give it to me. I must see it.
Counting down.
Why are they counting down?
To what?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Building what?
We're going to find out.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's not gonna calm itself down.
Oh, she getting a call from Fred Johnson. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
You hurt yourself.
Well, I was partying hard.
I just saw you did it a bit.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well.
Where you want to go?
Eros,
What?
What?
something real bad is going on down there.
Yeah. Any idea how we can take out a whole asteroid?
Yeah. With that.
He's gonna steal the Mormon ship?
The Mormon ship? But that was such a pretty ship. Alright, so that was season 2, episode 3. It was called Static. And it was kind of like one of those in-between action episodes where you're like
Yeah, where they kind of...
reviewing what happened,
they
but then kind of
explore.
like, what are we going to do next?
It's kind of like exploring the underlying subtext and
Yeah.
metaphorical references and general sort of, explanation of things.
Yeah, so nobody was happy that Miller offed that guy.
Yep.
They had him in handcuffs.
Even though he was totally right.
And Holden was mad. He was
Yeah.
like, get all your stuff
Oh, he just-
off.
He was totally pitched his toys out of the pram and went nuts.
Yeah, and Fred Johnson was like, well, I'm gonna, figure out your stuff.
Yep.
Go. And then Amos and him had like some drinking fun in the bar, but they were talking about, why he couldn't come back to, because Holden was in charge and he didn't do what, you have to do what Holden says. Like, Amos is pretty black and white when it comes to this stuff.
Yep.
So, but Amos's weirdness, I'll call it, kind of was able to connect with the guy with no empathy.
Mm-hmm.
So he found out the guy, the scientist, had no empathy.
Yeah,
His brain was wiped of it. And Amos is like,
So we're going to talk about the thing that turns him on, which is this creepy blue goo monster thing. That's so just like,
He told him, what it was doing and
Yeah.
kind of, fed him his, what gets this guy going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was pretty excited to hear what Amos had to say and was giving away more and more about this blue goo.
Yep.
So then it's like, okay, so we're back to the laser section where they were pointing it at Julie
Yeah.
and trying to, grow the seed.
Yes. In her uterus.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of an obvious symbol.
Yeah, so they're growing the seed, and then they were listening to voices or pulses.
Yeah.
It's like the thing was talking about what it was going to do next.
Yeah. It was planning.
Yeah, but it's more than one thing. It's a whole bunch of them talking to each other.
Sort of giant
So this guy was
multicellular
like, I need to see it.
blue.
I want to go to Eros and see it.
Yeah.
That seems to be the next plan, is to get to Eros again.
So again, yeah, so what is it that Holden's got planned that they need to do next, which is not made clear, but is pretty likely with time to go back to Eros. And Miller's going to go back to Eros.
Well, Miller is a whole other thing, because Miller was he shaved his hair, he got all fixed up, and then he went to talk to the Mormons.
Yep, and he's talking about, maybe you let me kind of borrow your spaceship?
No, he wanted to go he was making it seem like he was interested in going in their cool ship.
He wants to borrow their cool ship for some other purpose that has to do with getting back to Eros.
Yeah, so then we find out he's gonna steal the Navarro, I think it's called.
No, the Nauvoo is
Nauvoo.
That's the journey.
What?
Yeah.
That's the journey. It's not the name of the ship.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, whatever. They want the Mormon ship so they could blow up Eros.
So he can smash it into Eros or whatever.
Because he's already killed the scientist, and he's like, oh, but wait, I still have to get rid of the junk on Eros.
Yeah.
So we got to get rid of that so people don't use it.
Yep. Like I said, moral compass of the show.
Yeah, but I'm kind of curious as to see what this stuff does.
It doesn't look like it's done anything good so far. I don't think there's really...
I don't know. I don't really like the fact that he just blows it up. Just doesn't even check to see what's going on. So, I don't know.
This stuff murdered 100,000 people on Eros. And
So Holden and them are are going back to Eros, I think, with this. Well, you're torturing him. Like, leave him
my
alone.
hand is just there, and he's
I
attacking
know.
it.
He's upset. He's like, don't do that, Daddy.
I wasn't doing anything, man.
Yeah, your hand was in his crotchal region, which he did not enjoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that out now.
No, I'm leaving that in. That's staying in. So, anyway, so Holden, like, what's Holden going to think of this? He's not going to be like, yeah, Miller, you can come with us to Arrow.
No, I don't think so, but I don't think that's going to be what happens. Obviously, they're going to circle back, to get together again.
Holden can't Miller can't just take that ship without somebody noticing. It's huge.
Yeah, but
It's huge.
Look, Fred Johnson's building that ship, so
you can't.
something can just.
He's gonna need a whole crew for that thing.
Yep.
That thing's giant. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna take this ship, blow up Arrows.
Yep. And all the Mormons are going, no!
What if Holden and them were on Arrows at the time? He's just gonna blow it up. He doesn't care. He wants it gone.
Yep.
He hallucinated Julie again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, while he was shaving his head, she was like, Crisjen made her help me Obi-Wan distress call for it.
Yep. Out to Fred Johnson.
It was totally an Obi-Wan moment.
Yep, it was.
It's like, this is her final hour.
Definitely. You're
We need
my
your
only
help.
remaining hope.
Yeah. So yeah, and then he sent her some information about a stealth ship.
Yep. Just
Another
floating
one
out.
hiding around.
Man, where are these stealth ships? They're hanging out there like, just everywhere.
They found one behind
Where
that station.
Where do they keep coming from?
I don't know.
Who's making these stealth ships?
Stealth ships rock.
Yeah, and who's like...
I want one. The Mormon ship looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like all farmland and awesomeness.
Yep.
And Miller wants to use it to destroy Arrows. What the... It's a waste of a ship.
They're always building another spaceship.
Oh, not like that one. It's taking forever. Probably been building it for like 50 years. It's gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only thing that could take out Arrows? How big is Arrows?
Well,
Like,
if
seriously?
it had 100,000 people on it, it's probably pretty large. They did have enough power to actually, like, nuke Mars, one of Mars's moons.
That was Earth. Earth
Yeah, I know,
did that.
I know that, but I'm just saying that they had enough. There's enough firepower lying around here to.
And those were some
knock out a moon.
big torpedo-y things they said. So they destroyed one of Mars's moons,
Demos.
which I don't think was very cool.
That was obviously like a tit for tat situation. You took out our station, so we're going to take out your
But
station.
it wasn't their station. Martians were on Phoebe. Phoebe...
Phoebe was done by Earth Core.
No, didn't you hear the scientist? The scientist said that the people on Phoebe were Martians.
But they said it was built by Earth Core.
Well, it was being used by Martians. Because that's who they tested this thing on first.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so if Martians were dying on Phoebe, then why did Earth want it? Like, I don't understand that. Mars had every right to blow up Phoebe. It was filled with dead Martian people. I don't think it would anything to do with Mars. Yeah. I mean, Earth. And then Earth was like, well, we're going to blow up your moon. I think it's a little different to blow up a random station that's probably not in your atmosphere than blow up somebody's moon. I don't really like what they're doing. I think it's dumb. It's like little boys fighting over toys. And Alex was obsessed with going over the simulation of how he could not have lost a pod full of like 25 people when the whole ship survived. Like, you just move on, my man. I'm sorry that happened, but in all the other simulations, you blew the ship up. Every single time, the ship blew up.
You lose.
Yeah. And it didn't that one time, so let's just chalk it up to awesome luck. And yeah, you lost the pod, whatever, of 25 people, and that sucks, okay. But looking at the sim 1,000 times is going to bring those people back. That's done. Well, the water guy was back. Diago was back. He was listening to jams being broadcast from Arrows, he said.
Yeah, which are actually that's actually the blue goo talking.
Oh, is that what he was listening to? Creepy.
Because they mentioned that.
He was like...
So it's the beats are like...
The beats are coming from the blue goo.
Yeah.
Blue goo beats.
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously mixing them and stuff like that, but they're using the soundtrack of the Blue Goose.
No wonder Miller was mad.
Yeah, because he said
It's
that
like you're using things that killed somebody.
Miller said that he heard this beats in the bars, right? And so
Yeah.
and that's how I connected it.
Oh my god.
All right. If you like our videos, please subscribe. And if you'd like to see more of our reactions, check out our Expanse playlist, as well as we've got some other ones that are interesting on there you might enjoy too. And until Tuesday, we'll see you for episode 4. Bye.
Bye.